Have you ever felt discomfort, pain, or numbness when sitting on the floor? Or do your knees ache or your back round the moment you try sitting on the floor? You are not alone. Modern life makes it tough for our hips and backs to adapt to traditional floor poses. But the good news is, with a few simple props and some gentle stretches, anyone can find comfort and ease. Today, I'll show you how to use these supports, explore alternative seated positions, and build up your flexibility step by step. Remember, it's not about forcing your body, it's about finding what works for you and enjoying your practice. Hi, I'm Roshni, a certified yoga coach and a wellness facilitator. I help people build consistent holistic practices that bring balance and healing into their lives. If you are new here, do subscribe and click the bell icon because I share weekly content to help you heal naturally. Let's begin with some truth. Sukhasana, or the so-called easy pose, is not easy for everyone, and that's absolutely okay. And here's why it is difficult. Tight hips from prolonged sitting, weak core and back muscles, stiff ankles and knees, and lack of flexibility in the hamstrings or spine. This isn't your fault. Modern life isn't designed to support natural floor sitting, but yoga is. Instead of forcing the body into Sukhasana, let's honor where you are and work with supportive tools. Let us first try sitting with support. Let us now try sitting onto the floor with some support. For that, let us come onto the sides, extend our legs and come in Dandasana. What you can do, you can place a folded shawl or you can grab a thin cushion or blanket and place it under your hips. This helps elevate the spine and allows your knees to relax downward. If your knees still float high, you can use a cushion or you can roll a blanket and place them under it. This will help them to relax. Sitting this way with the support helps you to sit on the floor comfortably, keeping your spine straight. Let me now explain how you can sit with the wall support. For that, you can again grab a thin cushion. You can place it near the wall. And then the most important thing is to first touch your buttocks onto the wall. Once you touch your buttocks onto the wall, you can try sitting with the wall support. This will help you to sit with your spine straight. If you want to still feel comfortable, you can choose to extend your legs in Dandasana. This will help you to sit on the floor more comfortably with the wall and the cushion support. Now let us explore a few gentle movements to make floor sitting easier over time. For that, let us come onto the sides in Dandasana. And first, let us start by tapping the legs alternately. Just tap your legs to release the tension. Wonderful. We'll first start with some foot movements. So first, let us start by crunching the toes. Just crunch your 10 toes, wiggle them. Wonderful. Let us now start with some ankle movements. You can inhale, flex your ankles, curl the toes towards your face, and exhale and stretch them forward. Let us continue this for a few rounds. Inhale, flex, exhale, stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us start with ankle rotation. We'll do it for 5 times clockwise and 5 times anti-clockwise. You have to just make a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let us start anti-clockwise. Do not forget to maintain a smile on your face. Let us start with 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Let us now practice some knee bends. We'll fold the leg and hug the knee and release them. Let us start by folding the right leg, hug the knee and release the leg. On to the left side, hug and release. Let us continue for 5 rounds. 1, onto the left, 2, onto the left side, 3. As you do so, maintain a gentle smile. Keep looking to your toes and be thankful to God for this beautiful pair of legs which help you move from one place to the other and which are also helping carrying your weight all day long. After the knee bends, let us now start with the next movement that will help you open the hips, which is the Ardha Titli Asana. So for that, we'll fold our one leg, keep the right foot onto the left thigh, hold the right foot with the left hand, and with the help of the right hand, we'll hug the right knee, bring it closer to the chest, and then press it down to the floor. We'll continue this for 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Once done for 5 rounds, let us press the knee towards the ground and hold here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let us slowly release. Let us practice it on the left side. Keep the left foot on the right thigh and let us hug the knee and then press it down. Let us continue this for 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and last 5. And once you bring it down, just press it gently on your knee and stay here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you may slowly release. Let us now start with Shishupal Asana. For that, we are going to hold the lower leg in between our elbows. If you are not able to hold it this way, you can just hold it in with the help of your palms. Let me show you the front view. So you are going to fold your lower leg, hold it in between your elbows. If you are not able to hold it this way, you can hold it in between your palms and then you are going to just rock side to side. We are going to just rock it side to side for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you can bring it closer to the chest, as close as possible, and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then you may slowly release. Let us practice on the left side. This time I'll demonstrate by holding in between the elbows and let us rock side to side for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let us bring it closer to the chest as much as possible. Hold the posture for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then you may slowly release. The last hip opener that we are going to try is Baddha Konasana. For that, let us join the soles of our feet. Hold the ankles, pull the heels as close to the groin as possible. Groin is a region where 2 legs are joining. You can interlock the fingers, hold it from below the feet, and then kindly lengthen your spine. Okay, feel a little expansion in your chest, and then start with flapping the knees up and down. With a beautiful smile on your face, flap your knees, be a smiling butterfly in this beautiful world, and keep flapping this for more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So these were some hip openers and leg stretches that we just tried. With regular practice, it will help you feel comfortable enough to sit on the floor with crossed leg. These gentle drills awaken your joints and remove stiffness, preparing your body to sit with more ease. Progress doesn't come from pushing, it comes from showing up gently every day. Even 5 to 10 minutes daily with props and patience will help your body adapt. And more importantly, you will develop a deeper relationship with your body and breath. There is no one right way to sit. The right way is your way, with support, with awareness, and with love. If this video brought you even a little ease, do hit the like button and share your experience in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And do share it with someone who might need it too. And if you are ready to explore yoga in a way that fits your life, whether through my online yoga sessions or corporate or group wellness collaborations, I would love to connect with you. Book a short clarity call with me. Link is in the description below. Let's explore together how yoga can support your health, habits, and healing. Do subscribe if you haven't already, and remember, it's not about how you sit, it's about how present you are when you do. Until next time, breathe mindfully, live gratefully, and keep smiling from within. Om Namah Shivaya.